Welcome to an introduction to Beyond Possibilities Mindful Healing. Today, we are exploring the connection between mind, body, and spirit, and between movement, emotions, and healing. We will gently explore how movement may support emotional awareness, emotional release, grounding, empowerment, and healing. This workshop combines evidence-based information about movement practices, dance, emotions, expression, nervous system regulation techniques, mindfulness, breathwork, and reflective journaling practices. I invite you all to safely explore this with me. This is a safe space. There is no right or wrong. We all have different experiences. We all have emotions that we have not dealt with. This is a space to start exploring those. Now, I also invite you to explore how movement may support your emotional wellness and support stress release, grounding, empowerment, and connection, mind, body, and spirit in the healing process. Research shows how emotions are not only experienced in the mind, they are experienced in our bodies. If we do not properly process emotions, they can become stuck. Stress may tighten the shoulders, fear might constrict the breathing, and grief can collapse our posture and the way we carry ourselves. In contrast, joy naturally expands the body, opens us up. This workshop is educational and comes with an experience that can support you in starting this process. Now, I am not a doctor. I cannot diagnose or treat. This workshop is not intended to diagnose, treat, or replace medical or mental health care. You should discuss anything you are starting with one of your providers if there are concerns. If you are under medical care, make sure you discuss movement and what is safe with your doctors. Not all wellness programs are right for everyone, and any movement can result in pain or injury. You are responsible for your own wellness, so it's important to be aware on what your limitations are and to discontinue any activities that's causing you pain and consult a medical professional. Now, before we get started, I invite you to pause the video, make sure you go back, download the handout so you can use it, or simply have a piece of paper ready for some exercises along the way in the workshop. The handout contains information that may not be covered in the workshop, but is part of the full Beyond Possibilities Mindful Healing experience, which contains several units that explore deeper the research, the movements, the science, and everything in between. This modality was created out of my own healing journey, as I'll talk about along the way. So let's get started with a little bit of knowledge from the scriptures. In Psalms 46:10, it says, "Be still and know that I am God." Stillness, breath work, prayer, mindfulness, and movement can support us mind, body, and spirit. The stillness is the piece where we refer to meditation. Meditation is a technique that involves focusing the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity to achieve a state of relaxation and mental clarity. Meditation is often where I hear the voice of God. To start with, I was not good at sitting still or being quiet. It's okay to have gentle music on to support that. It's okay to have active meditation where you're swaying with your eyes closed or gently moving with your eyes closed. Or you can focus on coloring, but in stillness and in quiet. That's why we've included a coloring page in the handout. So I invite you, with no judgment of yourself or the things you're about to learn, other than with an open heart, mind, and body, to allow yourself to reconnect mind, body, and spirit in a way you've never done before. Or maybe you have and just never connected it all together. So to start with, we are going to place our feet on the floor and we are going to get in tune with our breath. I just want you to see your natural breath. Relax your shoulders. As you're breathing, I invite you to affirm in your mind, I am safe. I feel safe. It's safe to experience something new. It is safe to move my body. It is safe to heal. Now, I'm going to take you through a couple of options for breath work. When we are meditating, it is important to connect with our breath. Too many of us breathe shallowly because we are exhausted or we have emotions that are just weighing heavy on our lungs and on our heart. So I encourage you to breathe in deeply. Sighing, screaming, breathing also help with release. We're not going to go into this workshop deeply, but get in touch with your breath. So, inhale through your nose, powerfully exhale through your mouth. And we're going to do breathing where we're going to breathe in for 4 counts, exhale for 6. So you're going to slow it down just a little bit. I acknowledge that my counts might be too fast or too slow for you, but just do this exercise with me to the best of your ability. Then pause the video and find a rhythm for you deeply breathing in. That can be box breathing, which is inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts, and holding for 4 counts. Whatever works for you, the goal is to breathe from your diaphragm, breathing in deep, filling the lungs, and releasing. Breath work calms the mind and the nervous system. So, feet firmly planted on the floor, let's get started. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now take a moment to check in. Do you feel a difference in your mind, body, or spirit just from that short exercise? For this next exercise, I invite you to get a piece of paper for afterwards. Prayer and meditation have been practiced across cultures for centuries as tools of grounding, reflection, and connection, as well as healing. Research suggests that mindfulness and meditation practices can also help reduce stress, improve emotional regulation, and support overall well-being. For me, that's mind, body, and spirit. Prayer may also support emotional resilience by helping individuals feel connected, supportive, hopeful, and spiritually grounded. Philippians 4:6-7 says, "By prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the God of peace, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." Isaiah 26:3, "Thou wilt keep him perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee." This helps explain how prayer, meditation, and gratitude focus our intentions and help support peace, emotional regulation, and calm down our nervous system. So for this next portion, I invite you to kneel, sit, or stand comfortably. You're going to listen to the music and first get really comfortable and still with your own breath, making sure you're breathing in deeply through your nose and out through your mouth, breathing all the way in through your diaphragm. And you're going to silently reflect. Then you are going to pray. I'm going to encourage you to pause the video while you pray and then come back. So, these are the things I want you to silently reflect on before you go into prayer. May I be grounded. May I be guided. May I be open to healing, wisdom, love, and peace. What do I need to release? What am I grateful for? And what healing can I welcome in? So settle in and start your breathing and reflection now. you've had some stillness, pause the video and take time to pray. Remember, ask what you need to release, acknowledge what you're grateful for, and ask what healing I can welcome in. In your handout is a meditation and prayer reflection note section. It's 2 pages long. First question is, what am I ready to release? Then, what am I grateful for? What am I ready to welcome in? What emotions surfaced today? What movement felt most supportive? And what does your body need more of? This is an opportunity to just kind of check in with yourself, to see how you're feeling and what's taking place in your body. It's an opportunity to start experiencing and then reflecting on it so that you can then set wellness goals. We're not going to go over that today, but it's in your handout. This is just one way of doing reflective journaling. There are additional pages in your workbook that help you with emotion definitions that might expand some of those things you're feeling. There is a guide to how you're feeling before the dance and after the dance. And then there is also morning and evening check-ins on your energy, your stress, your mood, and your connection. And that can be connection to yourself, connection to your body, connection to the world, to specific people. Are you feeling connected? And more areas to reflect. The next piece, we're going to talk about different ways to do gratitude journals. What way supports you best in gratitude journaling? Let's talk about gratitude journaling. Research has shown that gratitude is an important part of overall wellness. Gratitude journaling helps us reflect on what we are grateful for, and we can expand that to what we're grateful for and why. There is no wrong or right way to gratitude journal. You can also express gratitude in several other ways. Actually, verbally expressing gratitude, telling someone that you're thankful for them and why, sending them a text, writing them a letter. You can also verbally express gratitude as you do the dance and the movement. Put on instrumental music and just declare, I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my Savior. And just have a gratitude dance. Whatever way you decide is perfect. But find one gratitude exercise, whether it be reflective journaling or something else, to do daily. This increases our outlook on life. So, what are you grateful for today? When emotions are not processed fully, the body often continues to carry them in tension patterns. tension in the neck, in the shoulders, in the jaw. It can show up as shallow breathing, digestive discomfort, muscle fatigue, overall fatigue, and other things in the body. So keep in mind that emotions are embodied experiences. Movement can influence our emotional states. Breathwork and our posture affect our nervous system regulation. Rhythmic music and movement may reduce stress activation in the body. Therefore, dance and expressive movements may increase dopamine and endorphins in the body. Dance movement therapy has been associated with improvement of wellness due to emotional regulation and stress reduction. Rhythmic movements may support the parasympathetic nervous system. It is one of these things that a baby can do. Have you ever noticed infants bouncing or shaking or moving to music? This helps with stress response cycles. Meditation practices have been associated with a reduction of anxiety and improving emotional regulation and decreasing stress markers. Prayer and spiritual contemplative practices may support resilience, hope, coping skills, and emotional regulation. Gratitude journaling has been associated with increased positive effects, improving well-being, and reducing depressive symptoms. These are all scientifically backed. So what is that telling us? It's telling us that research suggests that contemplative practices such as prayer, meditation, gratitude journaling, reflective journaling, and movement may support our mind, body, and spirit and help us be more resilient. This is one of the many reasons why people instinctively pace when they're anxious, or sway when they're discomfort, or shake when they're stressed. Prayer and journaling helps us to express our emotions.